All right, everybody, welcome to the JK Theory. Here we give it to you live and direct, raw and uncut. We don't sugarcoat here. And you're watching part two of the Royal Rumble 2025 WWE. So before we get into that, I'm Jay.
I'm K.
This is the JK Theory. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button, show us some love. So we've got the Royal Rumble, and it starts off with Rey Mysterio as number one.
Yes.
And I felt so bad for this man. Come on, he's like got to be the smallest man on the roster.
Yeah,
I mean, there's female wrestlers that are bigger than dude.
it is.
However, he's a legend. He's been here before. He knows what he's doing.
Yep.
Um, and boy, when they announced number two, I shot up off my seat. I'm like,
I knew you would.
what? You gonna start it off with Penta? We gonna start off with two luchadors going at it?
Yeah.
Amazing. You sent me a clip earlier that day of what was his name? Dominic Mysterio was trying to start some shit with Penta.
Yeah.
Penta came up on him looking all cartelish and shit in his mask, flips his hat out, whatever. And so they had a little exchange of words. So I thought it was interesting to see. Okay, now he's gonna fight his daddy.
Father, yep.
He's gonna start it off. I thought that was cool. So they started off and they have a little bit of exchange of words. They shake hands, and then Penta just tells him, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry." Cero miedo, and then boom, just starts going at it. Great work from the both of them.
Yes.
Major props to Penta. He definitely held his own.
Yes.
Penta, he's not new in any way, but he's new to the WWE.
Right.
So I've caught a few mistakes that he's done, but I think his performance at the Rumble was pretty flawless. I think it was dope.
I think he did really good. I was very impressed. I was highly impressed with him.
Yes. We've got, oh, by the way, I didn't watch it again, but I'm going to. He eliminated his damn self, didn't he?
He did.
His feet touched the floor.
Yeah, he definitely did.
You know what's funny? Like, in my eyes, because again, I didn't rewatch this part again. Yeah. But I swear, you know that one buff referee?
Yeah.
As soon as his feet hit, the buff referee meets eyes with the camera. His face just goes like, damn, you caught it. I swear, Penta eliminated himself. But anyway, we'll let him slide. He got number 3, one of the two wrestlers that I just despise. I hate this guy, Chad Gable. I think that I know Kurt Angle was there in the audience, and I think they should have had something there where he was booing Chad or doing something to Chad. Yeah. They ruined that. They had nothing. I don't like Chad Gable, so I can care less. Number 4, I was surprised to see was Carmelo Hayes.
Yes.
And boy, he came out explosive. Like he's one of these guys that he's got talent, he's got skill, and I don't know why the WWE's just not using him right.
He's still young, and I think that
and he's got it.
He does. He really does. I think he has all the making of being a champion at some point. You know what I'm saying? But I think right now he's still learning. He reminds me kind of a young Shawn Michaels.
I was just thinking that too, man. Yo.
That's what he reminds me of. He reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels, and which is not a disrespect at all because Shawn Michaels Young was freaking amazing. So I think he's on the right path to being that big star.
Yeah, I think he needs to be hated. I mean, if he's gonna go, he's got to be the heel. He's got to change his look a little bit. It's too crazy. He's got to be the heel and just really go out and just dominate. He's got it, man. He's He's so fast, man. Amazing. Then we've got Santos. Since I first watched him wrestle, I was like, damn, homeboy's good. Like he's got again, somebody that I feel that they're just not positioning very well. I think the WWE has a great luchador team going
Yes.
on,
Yes.
and they are not using it right. They need to look at how Eric Bischoff used the luchadors back in WCW and figure something out, because Eric
Yeah.
Bischoff was doing it. He had it.
Yep.
Yeah, they need to do something. Um, love San. I love San. I love all the Mexican guys there. They're just amazing. All of them. Then we've got Otis, who he's just so funny to see.
Yes.
Bro, his TikToks are hilarious. This dude comes out. I think was it? He weighs 346 pounds, and he's 5'10". This guy's a boulder, bro. Hilarious. And he's athletic. He's athletic. He's good.
Yes, yeah.
Then we got definitely I guarantee it. Unless he gets injured, he will be Hall of Fame. Your boy, Braun Breaker.
Yes. Yes.
Monster.
He is a monster, man.
Dad was in the audience. I'm sure he was loving it. Amazing, amazing. I would have given it to Braun. Braun would have been, to me, it would have made sense. If they're following a storyline, Braun would have been one of those guys. I would have given it to Penta if he would have showed up earlier. He was just too late in the game. Penta's getting a major push.
He is.
Then we've got Akira shows up. Akira gets jumped by Carmelo Hayes.
Yes.
And I Show Speed comes out.
Yes.
Lord. So I Show Speed comes out and he tries to eliminate, I think, one or two people. They end up going over the rope and not off to the floor. And then all of a sudden, I Show Speed eliminates Otis.
Yeah. And
then Ron Breaker just runs. Oh my. I have laughed that hard in a long time, bro. He wrecked that boy.
Yeah.
I mean, he did not hold back whatsoever. I just laughed. I laughed. Because I'm like, you know what? I know you're a YouTuber. I know you're whatever. I'm just like, you don't deserve to be in this damn ring. Like, there's no way. He got one hell of a pop though. I was really surprised that the crowd definitely took to him. Whatever that music was, his entrance was dope.
Yes.
But he got hit. He got hit hard. Not only did he get hit hard, when he got eliminated, Ron picked him up, bench pressed this boy, threw him over the top rope onto Otis. Otis caught him. And then Otis did I was going to say belly to belly, but it's not belly to belly. It's like a back suplex.
Yeah.
Threw him onto the announcer's table. And then he fell off, obviously.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw it. I guess, I sent you the link.
Sent it to me, yeah.
He fell off. And I guess he really hurt himself. He must have cut himself somehow. But it looks like he might have hyperextended his leg. Because if this is his leg, like this is his foot, the muscle kind of looked like it was out of place. But then he had a big old gash on his leg too. So he got hurt. Logan Paul was making fun of him. But I was like, wow, that's crazy. Then we've got Sheamus.
Yeah.
Who I feel came out too early. I think he should have been later.
Yeah.
Sheamus came out. Sheamus was doing his thing. Sheamus, you can just tell he just loves the Royal Rumble. Then you got Jimmy Uso.
Yep.
Who he defies science to me. How are you that big? Big as in muscular, right? He's a little bit heavy set, but he's muscular. And you do that corkscrew backflip? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
And he nails it every time.
He's nice, yeah.
He's dope. Love to see him out there. Andrade was another one of the what I consider the Mexican luchadors. Love his entrance, the whole mask thing.
Yes.
Comes out, does his thing. Very impressive. Always impressive. Love to see him. But then the next one just tears the house down.
Yes.
He was one of my picks I wanted to see go for it, and that was Jacob Fatu.
Yes.
Jacob came out destroying shit like always. He pretty much eliminated the freaking luchadors.
Yeah, pretty right.
Like the whole thing just took another turn. It was crazy. And that little shoulder thing that he does when he's like getting in his groove, that was awesome. Love to see that. So he did amazing. And then we've got this loser comes in number 30. Ludwig Kaiser.
Yeah.
I don't know why he's there. He's gonna fucking break his back. He looks like a flamingo.
He didn't last long.
That's what she says. But then you've got The Miz, number 14, which I was surprised to see The Miz there.
I was too, yeah.
I was disappointed, and I wonder if something happened. R-Truth wasn't there.
He was not. And it is sad because he's always funny in the Royal Rumble. You know who else wasn't there? The New Day.
I was just gonna say it. Kofi Kingston. He usually does something crazy.
Yeah.
And I guess they gave it to somebody else that will mention him once he shows up.
Yep.
On the list. But The Miz did his thing. Going back, by the way, let me go back a few steps. Sheamus did his thing. It was dope.
He did.
It was a time when Sheamus took a break and was just watching what was going on. I thought it was hilarious. That was dope. And then, oh my God, number 15. I don't watch TNA, okay?
Yeah.
I don't know who this guy is.
Yeah.
But he's obviously somebody popular because I've heard his theme music. Yes. But I always thought his theme music was like a parody. It was like somebody making fun of a wrestler. I didn't know it was an actual guy. So
right, yeah.
Music, I'm like, this is real? Like, what the fuck is So we're talking about TNA's champion, I guess. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Joe Hendry. Yeah. I honest to God, bro, I swear, I thought this was fake. I didn't know this was a legit person. And he comes out and he looks like a substitute teacher. I mean, I just wasn't impressed whatsoever. The crowd loved it. The crowd went nuts. Mm-hmm. But anyway, I'm neither here or there with him. I think R-Truth should have came out and said him. I guess that would explain the whole WWE meeting with TNA, because that was in the atmosphere that something was going on there. Then we've got number 16. Amazing pop when he came out. The OTC, which his new merch says YTC. So does that mean your tribal chief?
Probably so.
So he's got new merch. He got the YTC shirt on. So we got Roman Reigns. Love to see him accompanied by Paul Heyman. I thought that was cool. I thought Paul should have played a bigger role, but Paul's Paul. He does his thing.
Paul, he's chill.
It was dope. And first of all, hold up. Whoever designed the entrance to the Royal Rumble needs fired, okay? You gotta walk through, you go through the gorilla room, you go through, you make your entrance. Mm-hmm. You gotta walk and then make a right turn and then walk some more. Like, this thing was a mess. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it was long. That's why I was talking to some people and it was like, dude, that's a long entrance.
Yeah, it was stupid. WWE, you need to cut us a check if you end up using this, but I got the perfect idea. You have something set up near the ring, okay? You can do 4 corners of the ring, something set up, to where when the counter goes off and it goes down to 0, they pop up from the floor. Like all these artists do on stage, and they can just bust out. Just use that. That shit will be a whole lot better than watching freaking Charlotte Flair trying to get her robe off for the last minute and a half trying to get up in there. As soon as she gets in the ring, all of a sudden it's like 5, 4. Yeah. What the fuck?
Fucking hate Charlotte Flair.
Yes, we do not like Charlotte Flair here. All right. Got next person, Drew McIntyre.
McIntyre, yep.
Which this man, I didn't like him at first. I hated the beef that he had with CM Punk. Just because it's David versus Goliath. Like, there's no way you're going to tell me this man lost. I see him. Like, man's a beast, man. Give him some credit. It was nice to see that. Love to see Drew McIntyre in there. That's where he belongs, in the big brawl, big battle like that. Number 18. I don't think he should have drew number 18. I think he should have came in a lot earlier. I would have loved to see him with the Luchadors. Finn Balor.
Yes.
Finn Balor came out. He just looked out of place. It looked like he fit. You can just tell he was going to be eliminated. Like, it just... I would have loved to see him in the ring with Santos was in there. Andrade was in there. Penta and Rey Mysterio was still fresh in there. I would have loved to see that. Finn Balor, which we've got Shinsuke Nakamura was next.
Yeah.
And I was waiting for the spit.
Yeah.
I was waiting for the spit. It didn't happen. I think he should have spit at somebody. Shinsuke came out. Was kind of impressive. Didn't last very long. But he came out there. Then we've got main event. Jey Uso.
Yes.
Big pop. Yes. I didn't know what it was that Jimmy threw on the floor until Jey came out. And they had like the lay on and they broke the lay. Because at first I'm like, is there toilet paper on the floor? Like, what is it? But yeah, that was dope. They break the lay, they come out, do their thing. Jey Uso had an amazing night. Yeah. Then we've got number 21, AJ Styles, which I was surprised. I didn't know he was going to come out. And the man looks better now than he's ever.
Good. Yeah, he looks good.
Explosive. He wasn't slow. Like, it was, man. I'm pretty sure you've watched more AJ Styles than I have. What do you think? He still got it?
Oh, he definitely still got it. He definitely has Intercontinental Championship run in him, I think.
So I thought he left. I thought he went to AEW or TNA, or was he always WWE? I mean, for the last couple of years, was he WWE roster?
For the last couple of years, he was, yes. I think he came in WWE in, I want to say 2016, 17, something like that, around that area. So he's been there for a while, or it might have been a little later than that. It might have been 19. It might have been 2019 he came. But yeah. But since then, he's been on that main roster, yeah.
Cool. AJ Styles, I'd like to see if there's a future in him. Something more that we'll be able to see. Maybe see him give LA Knight some shine, or give Braun Breaker some shine. But the next person we've got was Braun Strowman.
Yes.
Damn beast. I think Braun Strowman and Drew McIntyre need to do a match, like an Iron Man or a backstage, or they need to do something. Them two beasts together. Braun Strowman came out, didn't last very long.
No.
I think he was more of like a gimme, just like, here, just get a pop. Number 23 is the one that my son, we're watching this show. When we got to number 7, I had to tell my son, all right, you got to, like, shut up. Every time he goes, 5, 4, 3, 2, he goes, John Cena. Nope, somebody else. I had to hear this thing 22 times until finally John Cena comes out, number 23.
Yes.
And man, you would swear my boy came out, who's a Cody Rhodes fan, has the Cody Rhodes jacket with the cape and the belt and all that. You'd swear he's just turned into freaking John Cena in the living room. Just out of nowhere, he's got an orange and blue shirt on. I'm like, what the heck? Like, crazy. Anyway, Cena comes out looking like an extra from Twilight. Why is he so white?
I don't know. He's old now, so it's.
Yeah, but even Flair gets tanned. Like, come on, man. Like, him and Sheamus are like, it's crazy. Anyway, we got John Cena, and I was so hyped to see the The way they did it,
yes.
I loved it. I love the way they did this. So John Cena,
Mhm.
CM Punk,
Yes.
Seth
That's wow.
Rollins.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you gonna call the top three guys just like that?
That was
Amazing.
awesome. That was awesome.
Then you've got Dominic Mysterio, which I'm
Yeah.
just like, come on, whatever. And then Sami Zayn, which I was like, okay, that was a big pop. Because
Mhm.
Sammy, it would make sense. Sammy has a story, right?
Yes.
Seth has a story.
Yes.
CM Punk has a story.
Mhm.
John has a story.
Yes.
So you've got major guys there. And then number 28, I was happy to see
Mhm.
Boricua, Damian Priest comes out.
Yes.
That was dope. Love to see that.
Yes.
And then 29, a person that I tend to love. I really like this dude. LA Knight, number
Mhm.
29 comes out. Explosive, does the whole, chant thing. Um, Jumps over somebody to hit Cena. Loved it. Love that. Then you've got number 30, who I completely forgot was going to come out. And Logan Paul came out with the biggest, loudest boos you could ever imagine. But he came out explosive. Came out with a double clothesline. Like, it was dope. He's another one. I think him and Carmelo Hayes would make a good match.
Oh yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. I think there weren't there the two that had their moment last year at the Rumble when they jumped off of the top rope, or was that somebody else?
So that was Logan Paul and Ricochet.
Oh, Ricochet, yes.
Yeah.
Damn, Ricochet. Stupid. Should never left. Anyway,
Yeah.
so at this point we got all 30, well, not all 30, but all 30 have been called out.
Yes.
So in the ring, you've got heavy hitters. Anybody can win it at this point.
Mm-hmm.
You still got Rey Mysterio in the freaking ring. Like, it's so impressive. Ray lasted, I think, like an hour and something minutes. I'm sorry, not Ray. I was thinking of Penta. Penta was in there for like 40 something minutes. Still
Yeah.
in there, fortunately, gets eliminated. Like, all
Yeah.
these people just start getting eliminated left and right. Boom, 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 boom.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ends up being CM Punk. At one point, it's CM Punk, Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, John Cena,
Yeah.
Jey Uso,
Hey, Logan
Logan.
Paul. Yep.
Damn,
Yeah.
that six is crazy. I wouldn't even throw Logan Paul in there, just those five.
Yeah.
Insane. Insane.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, something happens where Roman Reigns is eliminated, Seth Rollins is eliminated, CM Punk is eliminated.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
Yeah.
You've got Logan Paul, John Cena, Jey Uso. And I see
Mm-hmm.
it as you got John as the past,
Yep.
Jay as the present, Logan as the
Yep.
future.
Yep.
At this point, I'm like, holy shit, anybody can win it.
Mm-hmm.
John Cena does his move where he picks up Logan Paul. I'm like, oh, it's over. Logan Paul's going. Jimmy kicks Logan Paul. Boom. John Cena goes off the rope. Bam. Eliminates him. Now it's just Jimmy, or not Jimmy, it's Jay and John Cena.
Yes.
I really thought they were going to give it to John. I was just like, here we go. They're going to shit on the freaking Uso again. This is going to be ridiculous. Terrible acting, by the way. Jay, you suck at acting. When they were at the edge and they're doing their back and forth,
Yeah.
you need to work on that shit. However, the shock value when John hops off the freaking thing, that was amazing. Love to see that. Love to see Jay get his flowers.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see who he's gonna pick. Because he doesn't have a history with either champ. There's no history with
He
him
does.
and Gunther. There's really no
He has a
history
history.
with him and Cody. Not really.
Well, he technically, I guess if you want to look at it a certain way, he has a history with both.
With Gunther?
And him and Gunther, when Jay got to Raw, him and Gunther had some fights. Gunther has beat him I think 3 times now.
Oh yeah. He fought him last week.
The last one was at the main Saturday night main event, and with Cody, you gotta remember Jay was with Roman.
Right. They had the alliance or whatever.
So I think I do think he's going to pick Gunther just because I feel like they're going to make it be John Cena versus Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania and Jay versus Gunther.
Wow. I don't know. I'm gonna predict. So let's just go back a little bit. Some of the highlights of what happened.
Yes.
So Kofi Kingston was not involved in the Royal Rumble, and Kofi is known to have these dramatic semi-elimination thing where he hops on the chair. The chair one's my favorite. He gets on the chair, he starts scooting over, or he does the handstand outside.
Yes.
That was dope. Logan Paul jumps from the outskirt of the ring to the announcer's table and lands it. Could you imagine what would have fucked up everything? Anyway, makes the landing.
Yes.
Then all of a sudden starts walking on the barricade in front of the audience, and then jumps onto the steel steps. And obviously, we knew he was gonna push AJ Styles off the top. I think he fucked up because AJ fell hard as shit.
Yeah, he did.
So I hope AJ's okay, but AJ didn't. He wasn't supposed to fall the way he did.
No.
But that was one of the things that stuck out for me. So I think R-Truth should have been in the Royal Rumble. I get why Cena was one of the last people, but I don't think he deserved that shine.
No.
I would have rather have it been CM Punk, Seth Rollins, and Jey Uso, and then something happened to where two get eliminated at the same time. I know what's going to happen at the next pay-per-view, which I think is the Elimination Chamber, right? Well, I don't say I want to know, but it's either going to happen at Elimination Chamber or at WrestleMania. And there's going to be that triple threat match. It's going to be Roman Reigns versus CM Punk versus Seth Rollins.
That definitely has to happen at WrestleMania.
Yeah, that's going to be a big match. So, did you catch how CM Punk walked in front of Paul Heyman and gave him a look and then just walked away?
Yep.
As Paul was crying about his champion. That was interesting. Damian Priest, I still believe, he's good. I think he made Gunther look too weak. I think Damian Priest needs to fight Gunther again, and Gunther needs to fuck him up to solidify, okay, this is a real champion. Or they need to give Priest the belt. They need to do something. I don't see Priest as a champion, like not heavyweight champion. I would love to see a beef between maybe him and Braun and go at the Intercontinental title or go at the U.S. title.
Yeah.
They need to put a belt on dude. They need to put a belt on him. Seth Rollins and CM Punk, they might need to just put him in a cage and just let it go at
it. The only thing I find interesting about this now is that Roman's involved in it.
But he has to be. Sola's gone.
Yeah. He needed some type of storyline, and this was the best one for him, honestly, because him and Seth always are connected together. They're always going to be connected together. CM Punk, I mean, I get it. I'm just glad he didn't win the Rumble.
Me too. I'm glad it wasn't somebody that's won it before.
Yes, exactly. So I actually think that match with those three will actually be pretty good.
It would have to be something crazy though. It would have to be
Oh,
a
no
steel cage
disqualification match.
match. Maybe go old school and do a backstage brawl or something.
That match, they won't do that, but they'll definitely make a no disqualifications match where they can do a bunch of stuff.
I don't know. I don't want it to get fucked up. I don't want it to where Jacob Fatu comes out and just starts destroying people. I want to see them three go at it.
He won't have a reason to come out for that match. Like nobody, the only person that will interfere in that match will be Drew McIntyre because he hates all of them. Like that, he will be the only one that will come out for that match. Jacob is right now in a thing with Braun Strowman, so they have their thing going on. That's why he eliminated Jacob because Jacob beat him up so bad at Saturday Night's main event. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of it was a lot of different storylines in there that they're gonna work with, I'm sure.
Which is nice, which we don't hear about on the woman's side. So they gotta work on their story game. But with the fellas, you can go any which way. The
Yeah.
future looks
Oh,
bright.
yes.
They really need to up their game on the luchador side of
Hmm.
things. They need to up their game on the talent that's just being looked over. The Carmelo Hayes.
Yes.
I do think the Street Profits are being looked over, even though they got their little shine at the Royal Rumble. I think they're dope. They need to get
Yes.
shine.
I agree.
They need to fire that Ludwig guy. He's crap.
I can't believe you don't like them.
I'm sorry, don't. The only thing I like about him is his girl. That's it. That's it. But yeah, um, overall, great show.
Yes.
They got it right. They got this winner right.
Yes. Yes.
The last two where Cody Rhodes won both of them, I was like, come on, you give it to this kid again? I get it. I would never do that again as a company. Why give the same guy again? No.
I will. The last one, I think it made sense though. The overall picture, it made sense for him to win again because how WrestleMania was dope. Like last year, WrestleMania was one of the best WrestleManias that they had in a long time.
Yeah, I really don't know how they're gonna top it because you can't do the same shit every year. You can't bring out
And
Taker again. You can't
no,
bring out like they're gonna have to bring Stone Cold out.
by the way, while we're on the Royal Rumble, I don't know if people peeped this, but the camera angle shot was dope when it was Roman and Seth in the ring, and Roman was in the corner, and Seth was on his knee getting up, and they had the shot where you see Roman and you see half of Seth's face. Like the camera angle on that was amazing because of their storyline. I just want to throw that out. Big ups to that.
I'm gonna have to check that out. Okay.
Yeah.
So I noticed, and maybe because it's a pay-per-view, but I noticed on Raw they do a lot of the drone shots. I
Yeah.
didn't think I saw any drone shots on the pay-per-view. I think
I
they
don't
need to.
think so.
I like the drone shots. I think it looks dope. It gives a different perspective, a different view, even if it's just the audience pan. Like I
Yeah.
like watching it, and I'll tell my son, I'm like, dude, look how many people in that stadium. Like that the arena looks dope.
Yeah.
Like the drone shots are dope. I was surprised that Jay didn't come out with any rapper. No rappers this time.
Royal Rumble, he had to be focused. It's one of those things where it's like now at WrestleMania he might because that's his big moment, that's his big time to shine. He got to do something spectacular type thing, so he might come out with somebody. But at the Royal Rumble, you usually don't bring anybody out. You usually go down there and try to be focused on the match because there's so many spots that you have to remember.
Gotcha. Amazing production. The Royal Rumble seemed really long to me. Not that it was boring, but it was long.
It was
So
like 3 hours.
for it to be like a 1 day event, like damn, like you really got your money's worth. Those people that bought them tickets really got their money's worth. It was dope.
Yeah.
So we should definitely plan on going to Royal Rumble next year. If not, I mean, I would love a WrestleMania, but good lord,
Yeah.
that's way too much money. I wouldn't mind an Elimination Chamber. I think those pay-per-views are dope.
I want to go to War Games so bad. That's been my favorite since I was a kid. And now that they finally got it in WWE, I have to go to one. Like I have to.
That's like Thanksgiving time, right?
That's Survivor Series.
That's Survivor Series. When's War Games?
That's the same thing.
Okay.
Yep.
So kids, you probably won't get some Christmas presents this year, but just know I had a good time.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, great production. Loved it. Triple H, you're doing your thing. There's so many rumors going off that you're quitting, that you're getting fired, that this and that. Please just shut these rumors down because you're doing amazing. Love to see that. Your wife was there, Stephanie McMahon. You're in the gorilla room. Whoever you have around you, your circle, this is working. So keep it up, but still don't be afraid to change stuff. There's still lots of things you need to fix.
He just got nominated for Hall of Fame. Did you see that?
Yeah, I didn't know if it was real or not because the
Yeah.
internet is spewing it as Triple H nominates himself as the WWE Hall of Famer.
He didn't want to do it. Like Triple H did not want to do the Hall of Fame. He wanted to wait a while. But Taker and Sean and Tony, I think his name is Tony Khan or Tony Kane or something like that.
Tony Khan, yeah.
His part, yeah. So they got together and they decided for him that he was in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, so which he deserves to be. Like,
yeah, I mean, he's incredible.
Yeah.
He can talk on the mic. He can fight.
Yes.
He knows how to work the crowd. He, till this day, has one of the best entrances ever.
Hands down.
Yeah. A lot of people hate him. A lot of people love him. We're talking about industry people. But he's running the show, and he's not doing half bad, folks. You got to give it to him.
Amazing. Ever since he's taken over, WWE has been on fire. Like it's been hot.
Oh, you know who didn't show up? Randy Orton.
He did not. You are right. Yeah. Randy did not show up.
And WWE actually put a post out where they had all these images of wrestlers and pause it to who's your winner. And he was one of the images. So I don't know what happened there where he just didn't show up. So he's definitely missed. Definitely want to give shout outs to Randy Orton. He's always explosive to see. So let us know what you guys thought of the Royal Rumble. Who your picks were. My picks off the bat, I said it was either going to be Jacob Fatu or Roman Reigns. And the reason I mentioned Roman Reigns because they gave him the damn cover of the 2025 2K game. So I'm like, they got to give it to him. So I was wrong. K from the jump from months back was like, nope, Jay got it. Jay got it.
Yeah. Got to give it to Jay.
Yep, he was absolutely right. So interesting to see. Let us know who your picks were, who you missed. Like again, R-Truth and Randy Orton should have been there. I could do without Kofi Kingston, but I kind of like to see the antics that he does in the ring.
You know who I wanted to see there real quick is they didn't bring anybody from NXT. I want to see Obi in there.
Yes.
I really wish he would have been there.
I really hope if he is still champion next year, I want him to go in the Royal Rumble because that boy is explosive, is a beast.
Yes.
I think he can hold his own. He definitely has a future in WWE.
Hands down.
Absolutely. So again, my name's Jay.
I'm Kay.
And this is the JK Theory. Until next time, peace.
Peace.